ready to go in the grocery store these days. Last year I broke my arm, and I was living at home with my parents, and I still wanted to cook for them, and I couldn't do any chopping. So I got really good at, buying different, all natural, fully, healthy and good for you things in jars like tapenades and whatever, and mixing them together. Yeah. So there's a lot of really great dressings out there where you can just, if you just add a couple things to it, you've made it your own. Yeah, you're not having all these ingredients in your tour bus that someone's like going to be like, hey, who left all this stuff in their refrigerator, right? So I got a few things for you to see. Again, you can always keep it seasonal even when you're on the road. Most stores have these really nice mixes of greens right now. So you can kind of just get that pre-done. I always have to be a pain and I want just exactly what I want, so I bought a few separate things. This is baby arugula, really nice, peppery, very fresh. I can eat this plain. You could even take some of this and put it on top of your risotto as a garnish. Or you could even stir this into your risotto. So an awesome lettuce. So if you ever come across that, grab some. And then I have a few different things here. Since it's fall, a lot of these bitter greens are really nice. And we have some bitter greens. It's nice to offset it with some sort of fruit. Again, fall, the pears are coming, so I chose to use some pears for you guys. So this is endive. Probably have no idea what to do with that.
No, I've never heard of an endive.
Endive it's a little bitter. Sometimes if you're having a party, you can just take the leaves off, like this, and you can put some kind of hors d'oeuvre on there, like crab salad or some kind of cheesy love, whatever. I'm going to cut it in half and just chop it up a little bit. It's a pleasant bitterness, and it adds a really nice crunch to the salad, and it also makes it really pretty.
Icebergy, very dry.
Yeah, it's crispy. Yeah, it's not quite as watery as the iceberg. It's got more flavor, which a lot of people are very down on the iceberg.
I love iceberg.
It's not nutritious, but I love it. Some people just want a really crunchy salad.
An iceberg wedge.
Yeah.
Some blue cheese. I'm good.
So we're gonna give that another little stir. Just make sure it's not sticking or misbehaving in any way.
Looks good.
Looks good. And then, now this is radicchio. Also a little on the bitter side, different texture. This is a great lettuce. You can cook this lettuce. Sometimes I actually shred this up and put it inside risotto, saute it. I also do a wedge with this, but it's a cooked wedge. I grill it and serve it with candied walnuts and blue cheese and balsamic.
Making me so hungry all this time.
Yeah, really, I mean, there's a million things you can do. But I'm not trying to get you too crazy. But that way, if you have some of this stuff and you bought it, what you can do with it for leftovers, You just give it a light chop. And you always want to just cut your lettuce when you're ready to use it, really, Okay. And this is called frisee. And I'm pretty sure I can get all of this at my local grocery store, which is just an A&P. It's not even that fancy. Most of these you just cut the bottom off, and if a lot of them grow right down into the sand, you may have to pull them apart and really whoosh them around in some water and dry them off. These are already clean for me, so I don't have to do that. And this one's nice because it gives the salad some body and holds everything up, holds that dressing. So you can see where you just took something really simple and added a little bit to it, and you gave it more texture. And it's nice to eat pretty food even when it's just you and you're in it.
It's visually appealing.
Yeah, you have a glass of wine with it. Just because you're in your tour bus or your hotel room doesn't mean you shouldn't, have a nice meal for yourself. I traveled across the country in my car one time, and on no budget whatsoever. And my roommate, my college friend, we had a one-burner camping stove. So just one of that little thing that you just. And we made pasta in the hotel room. We did all kinds of crazy stuff. So this is a Bartlett pear. These are coming into season now. I'm just going to slice some of those up. You want to get the core out if there's a little core in the middle there.
Right.
And you could do apples, you could do berries, whatever.
Why would you cut the core out? Just
because it's a little hard and there's a seed in there.
Okay.
Yeah. And you just want to go to the grocery store and pick out what looks good to you, Figs are in season right now. In the middle of winter, all the citrus is really good. So, whatever strikes you is okay. If you're going to like it, then that's okay. So we're going to put some pears in there.
Pretty good with the knife over there.
And
don't try that at home, guys.
Try that at home.
Dan should not be using butcher knives.
Slowly. And then what I did, what's really nice, and a lot of people don't think to do, is you don't have to just have lettuces in salad. You can put herbs in there. You want to use the more delicate ones. You wouldn't want to just put like rosemary or thyme leaves in there because that's a little, they're
A little hard, kind of, right?
they're a bigger flavor. They kind of are better if they're cooked. But the delicate ones like cilantro, basil, parsley leaves. This is tarragon. As you get a bite, you'll get a leaf here and there, and it's like a huge burst of flavor. So I'm gonna put some picked off tarragon leaves right in that salad. Okay, and then we're gonna check in on our risotto. You can see all those little holes there? See, all the stock is almost gone. That's good. We're gonna give that a stir. So yeah, and right now it's just onions and rice and
butter,
chicken
I guess,
stock. Yeah. And a little butter, yeah. Well, butter makes everything better.
Yes, you're right.
I'm Irish. Butter and bacon, and I'm happy. So we're getting close. It's getting creamier. Turn it up just a tiny bit.
So how much would you say this whole dish costs to make, including the chicken and the mushrooms? Say, I mean, say, like this exact dish, the one you're making. How much did that cost?
It's terrible. It's like asking the president how much a gallon of milk is. I should know all these things off the top of my head.
It doesn't look
but
like much.
because I buy everything wholesale. But no, not much at all.
It looks like $10, right? Maybe?
I was gonna say about $15. Because if you
okay.
get a whole chicken, that's gonna cost you maybe $4. And then some, these are kind of pretty small amounts of stuff. But absolutely $15 or less. Even with the salad, I think. Yeah, for 4 people. And it's like tastes great, it's nutritious, and you have a glass of wine with it, and you didn't have Burger King.
Or some Natty Light.
Yeah, you'll feel good when you're done eating it.
For the bands on the road drinking craft beer.
Yeah, but every once in a while, you get a bottle of wine. Let's talk salad dressing. Okay. Certainly you can buy it. Like I said, there's so many good dressings out there that it's no problem, and it's easy to buy a good dressing, especially if you've added the pears and the herbs and everything. But if you want to make a dressing, it's really easy. What I have here, I'm going to give you guys is a whole grain mustard vinaigrette. Okay. It's a little whole grain mustard, some apple cider vinegar, olive oil. It's pretty simple. But the general rule of thumb for making a vinaigrette is you want to take 1 part of vinegar to 3 parts of oil.
Okay.
Or 1 part of acid if you want to do lemon juice. So I have a 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar and 3/4 of a cup of olive oil. Boop. Put it in some kind of jar. I usually like to add a little bit of mustard, about a tablespoon of mustard. You can even go without the mustard. But if you want to add some mustard, it gives a little flavor and it kind of emulsifies the vinegar and the oil together. So a little bit of mustard in there, a little bit of salt and pepper.
We're getting pretty close with the risotto.
We are. We're getting there, and then your salad's almost ready, and everyone will be, at the table.
It's very efficient.
Their forks up and down, and then you give it a shake, and you got dressing, and you can keep that in the fridge, whatever you don't use.
Cool.
Super simple, and that'll keep in your refrigerator, for a few more days. So, and you can kind of do that with whatever you like. If you like balsamic, if you like red wine, if you want to do something Asian, you can do the same thing with, a rice wine vinegar. But that's your basic rule of thumb. And then there's also a bunch of different things you can do to add other flavors to
Feta
your
or
salad.
gorgonzola? Or?
This is a Maytag blue cheese. It's made by the Maytag family that makes the washing machines.
Oh, really?
They also make amazing blue
everything
cheese.
those Maytag people.
Oh, this is such good cheese, and it's there's a lot of really great domestic cheeses. So that's a blue cheese. It's Maytag, and then these are you can't make these on the road. These are candied nuts, but you can buy these. There's like 10, 20 different kinds of candied nuts in the store these days. Or if you just like a more true traditional flavor, just toast them up. You can buy them toasted. Any kind of nut you could add to your salad, whatever you like. A lot of different kinds of cheeses. You could do blue cheese, goat cheese, feta cheese. I sound like the Bubba Shrimp. Popcorn shrimp cocktail. So whatever floats your fancy.